Good morning everyone. Heartiest welcome to all the physiology department and Dr. Petkar sir and Dr. Ashmi Patil ma'am. Today we are going to perform act on the topic blood clotting mechanism. First of all, we are going to introduce all the factors.
Factor number 1, hydrogen.
Factor number 2, prothrombin. And factor number 3, thromboplastin, tissue factor. I am factor number 4, calcium. I am factor number 5, level factor. I am factor number 7, pro-converting. I am factor number 8, anti-moving factor. I am factor number 9, Christmas factor. I am factor number 10, Stewart-Kroll factor. I am factor number 11, plasma thromboplastin antioxidant. I am factor number 12, Hagen factor.
I am factor number 13, hydrogen stabilizing factor. I am platelet.
I am enzyme calculate. I am enzyme HMW kinase.
As have you seen all 13 methods certain enzyme platelets. Now I am going to define blood clotting. It is a process that produces excessive bleeding when blood vessels are injured.
चला आता आपण पाहूया दोघजण फ्रेंड आहेत यश आणि अथर्व जे हॉस्टेलमध्ये बसून प्रोजेक्टवर काम करत असतात तर नंतर पुढे काय होते.
ए अथर्व झाले का रे प्रोजेक्ट तुझं?
नाही रे थोडं किचकट आहे वेळ लागेल मला.
ए माझं झालं बघ की कर की फास्ट.
अरे कापल्या गेलं.
काय झालं?
रक्त निघाले.
काय बोलतो?
खरंच.
थांब थांब मी कॉटन घेऊन येतो थांब. एक एक कॉटन घे.
अरे काही कामाचं नाहीस तू.
काय काय
थांबलं
झालं?
रक्त आता
कसं काय थांबलं रे?
माहिती नाही.
तुला माहिती आहे का हे ब्लड कसं काय थांबलं ते.
नाही.
तुम्हाला सगळ्यांना माहिती आहे का हे ब्लड कसं काय थांबलं ते. तर चला आता आपण पाहूया हे ब्लड कसं काय थांबलं ते.
अरे काय तुला काय विचार करतोय?
माझं रक्त थांबलं रे पण तू कोण?
अरे मी प्लेटलेट आहे बघ तुला सांगतो मी तुझं रक्त कसं थांबवतो. हे बघ तुझ्या ब्लड वेसलमधला जो एंडोथिलियम आहे ना तो डॅमेज झालेला आहे आणि त्या डॅमेज झालेल्या एंडोथिलियल सेल्समधून व्हॉल्युब्रिन नावाचा फॅक्टर रिलीज झालेला आहे आणि त्या फॅक्टरने मला ॲक्टिवेट केलं आणि त्यामुळे मी कोलाजन नेटवर्कवरती ॲक्ट झालो आणि त्यामुळे प्रायमरी प्लेटलेट प्लग फॉर्म केलेला आहे आणि पुन्हा तुझं रक्त थांबण्याची सगळी प्रोसेस इथूनच सुरू झालेली आहे.
तर चला आता आपण पाहूया इंट्रिन्सिक आणि एक्सट्रिन्सिक पाथवेच्या वेने. तर फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल वी सी द इंट्रिन्सिक मेकॅनिझम.
We are the enzymes. I am HMW kinase. I am calculate.
We activate the welfare factor.
I am factor number 12, Hagen factor. I initiate the intrinsic pathway of blood clotting and I activate factor number 11. I am factor number 11, plasma thromboplastin antioxidant. I activate factor number 9. I am calcium and I am helping in this process.
I am factor number 9, Christmas factor. I activate factor number 10.
I am anti-hemophilic factor. I work with factor number 9 to activate factor number 10. I am calcium and I am also in the helping this reaction. I am factor number 10, Stewart-Kroll factor. I activated by the intrinsic way.
As you see, the 10th factor are activated in the intrinsic mechanism. Now we will see the extrinsic mechanism.
I am factor number 3, thromboplastin tissue factor. I initiate extrinsic pathway. When blood vessel got damaged, obviously tissue got damaged. Because of this, I release at that site and I activate factor number 7.
I am phospholipid. I am helping in this reaction.
I am calcium and I am helping in this reaction. I am factor number 7, pro-converting. I help in converting inactive 10th factor into active 10th factor. I am factor number 10, Stewart-Kroll factor. I get activated by the extrinsic way also.
As you have seen the extrinsic and intrinsic mechanism. So now we will see the prothrombin activator will form.
Now I get activated by both extrinsic and intrinsic way and I will activate the prothrombin. I am factor number 5, level factor. I help in this reaction. I am calcium and I am helping in this reaction. I am factor number 2, prothrombin. I get converted into thrombin and I am activating the fibrinogen.
I am fibrinogen. I convert into fibrin.
We are forming secondary platelet plug. I am factor number 13, hydrogen stabilizing factor.
I am calcium and we are helping in this reaction.
As you have seen the intrinsic and extrinsic mechanism, prothrombin activator will form and blood clotting mechanism is completed. But आता आपण पाहणार आहोत की physiology, pathology and treatment of this blood clotting mechanism.
We saw the clotting mechanism that takes place when the blood vessel gets injured. But friends, aren't you curious to know about how normally blood does not clot inside our blood vessels? Let's see the physiology behind it. Let me tell you the heroes working in our blood vessels. Nitric oxide, prostaglandins and ADP dephosphatase are the chemicals released by the endothelium, which are anti-platelet sticking agents. They prevent the platelets from sticking to the endothelium and thus it prevents the initiation of clotting mechanism. Next is heparin sulfate. This molecule is derived from heparin and it binds antithrombin 3 to itself. What antithrombin 3 does is it inactivates factor number 9 and factor number 10. So there is no clotting mechanism. Then comes thrombomodulin. Here as we can see, the name thrombomodulin itself suggests that thrombomodulin means the one which modulates or changes the thrombin, the functions of thrombin, and then thrombin activates protein C and protein C inactivates factor number 5 and factor number 8. But friends, fibrin threads may also be traveling inside our blood vessels. How are they destroyed then? This job is done by plasmin molecule, which is activated by plasminogen activator. Then anticoagulant heparin. Heparin is released from the liver, which act as an anticoagulant and inhibits factor number 9, 10 and 11. But friends, do you know from where do these factors come from? What factors are basically? Factors are all proteins and proteins are synthesized by the liver. Fibrinogen, prothrombin, labile factor, stable factor, antihemophilic factor, Christmas factor, Stewart-Flower factor, Hedgeman factor are all released by the liver. Tissue thromboplastin is released by the tissue itself. And calcium, as we all know, is released by our bones. So this was the physiology before the blood clotting mechanism starts. Now let's see the pathology related to blood clotting.
Now, the pathology of clotting mechanism. First is the hemophilia. It is a sex-linked disorder in which the gene mutated which code for clotting factors. It is generally seen on chromosome X. It is characterized by prolonged clotting time due to absence of clotting factors. The cascade mechanism of clotting cannot be run up, which halts the process of clotting and blood flows continuously. Even the mild trauma can lead to the excessive bleeding and it may lead to the death. Easy bruising and hemorrhage in muscles and joints are also common in this disease. Now the causes of hemophilia. Due to lack of formation of prothrombin activator. Why the prothrombin activator is not formed? Due to deficiency of factor 8, 9 and the 11. Now the types of hemophilia. Hemophilia A, hemophilia B and hemophilia C. Hemophilia A is caused by the deficiency of 8 factor. Hemophilia B is caused by the deficiency of 9 factor. And the hemophilia C, it is rarest, but it is caused by the deficiency of 9 factor. Now the symptoms. Symptoms of hemophilia. First is the nose bleeding, mouth bleeding, heavy bleeding from minor injuries, and also the easy bruising. Bruising means rupture of small blood vessels, which can lead to the discoloration of the skin. Then joint pain and swelling. Muscle bleeds, coughing or vomiting blood in stool or urine. Next. Now the purpura. Purpura, it is disorder caused by low platelet count. It makes harder for the blood to clot. In this disease, spontaneous internal bleeding under the skin, which cause the hemorrhagic spots in many areas of the body, which is also called as purpuric spots. Now the causes of purpura. First is the thrombocytopenia, which means the low platelet count. Second is the infections, in which the viral infections like dengue. And third is the thrombocytopenic purpura. In this disease, platelet count is normal, but there is structural and functional abnormalities in the platelets. You can see the image of purpuric patient which have hemorrhagic spots, that is purpuric spots on the leg and foot region. Next. Now the bone Willebrand disease. In this disorder, excessive bleeding even in the mild injury. Due to deficiency of bone Willebrand factor, which is released from the endothelium of blood vessel. Deficiency of bone Willebrand factor suppresses the platelet adhesion, which can lead to the prolonged bleeding time, and also it causes the deficiency of egg factor, which can lead to the prolonged clotting time. Now the causes of the von Willebrand disease. First is the genetic mutation. If there is mutation in VWF gene that codes for the von Willebrand factor, which produces insufficient von Willebrand factor. Second is family history. If patient having family history, then it can be prone to the von Willebrand disease. Now the thrombosis. The thrombosis, it is the intravascular blood clotting. Now the fourth can be the causes of thrombosis. First is the protein C deficiency. Protein C, it is an anticoagulant which inactivates the factor 5th and 8th, which can lead to the formation of clot. Second is the clot formation due to an injury to the blood vessel, which is directed inside the blood vessel. Now the complication of thrombosis. The thrombus formed. It may be detached from the blood vessel and it enter into the bloodstream, which can block the coronary artery of the heart and which can lead to the myocardial infarction. And also if it block the other arteries, which can lead to the gangrene, renal failure, neurological complications like cerebral edema, and also the seizures. Thank you.
Now let's discuss the test related to blood clotting. First, bleeding time. It is time interval from oozing of the blood out of the blood vessels till the stoppage of bleeding. Normal bleeding time is 3 to 6 minutes. Second, clotting time. It is time interval from injury of the blood vessels till the appearance of fibrin clot. Normal clotting time is 3 to 8 minutes. Third, prothrombin. It is the time taken by the blood to clot after adding tissue from the plastic. So we will see what it exactly. If you remove your blood out and place it in a sterile tube, obviously it will clot. But if you add anticoagulants like oxalates, citrates, etc., your blood won't clot, as citrate forms calcium citrates that will pass the free calcium ion and prevents coagulation. But if you add tissue juice into this blood, then you will observe a magical thing, that is clotting of blood. Do you know how this happens? As tissue thromboplastin contains calcium, it nullifies the effect of oxalates and citrates, and thus blood clotting occurs. This process is commonly used in monitoring pressure on blood thinning medication like warfarin. Results are often reported as an INR, international normalized ratio. Other test evaluations first activated partial thromboplastin, often used to monitor patients on heparin treatment. Second, D-dimer test detects the presence of fibrin degradation products in the blood, which can indicates active clot formation and breakdown. Third, thrombin time measures time it takes from fibrinogen to convert into fibrin, can be prolonged if there is deficiency in fibrinogen or abnormal fibrinogen. Fourth, platelet count measures number of platelets in blood because platelets plays a crucial role in blood clotting. Fifth, factor assist measures the activity level of clotting factors. These tests are important for diagnosis of hemophilia or other clotting factors in patients.
Let's see the treatment of the disease. First is the hemophilia. Hemophilia is a genetic disorder that impides the body to ability to make clots, leading to excessive bleeding. It is a primary treatment. Clotting factor 9 times 8 replaced to prevent excessive bleeding.
it is a desmopressin treatment. In this desmopressin, it is a stimulate the production of clotting factor 8. So coagulation mechanism occurs regularly. This desmopressin treatment are used for mild to moderate hemophilia. Some other treatments are used for hemophilia. These are antifibrinolytic agent which help in the blood coagulation. Second disease is purpura. If you do low platelets, steroid, immunosuppressive drugs or platelet transfusion are occurred. Second is if due to the blood vessels issue, medication to strengthen blood vessels or treat underlying condition are found. Third is if drug induced discontinue the offending medication. Fourth is for severe cases, plasma exchange therapy is done. Some medicine are used for the purpura. This first is a corticosteroid, prednisone. Second is the antibiotics, amoxicillin. Third is a vitamin K, phytomedion tablet are used. Third is thrombosis disease. The treatment for thrombosis, anticoagulation therapy are occurred in this disease. In this therapy, it prevents the production of blood clots. Medicine are used for thrombosis. First is the heparin. Heparin are low molecular and high molecular heparin. Both are anticoagulant. Are used for the thrombosis. Second is the apixaban. Third is the dabigatran. Dabigatran are used for oral injection. Aspirin are also called ecosprin. Fifth is warfarin, and sixth is the rivaroxaban. Are medicine used for the thrombosis. Third disease is the Wall-Willebrand disease. The treatment for the Wall-Willebrand disease are desmopressin. In this treatment, it have desmopressin hormone, which production of Wall-Willebrand factor are produced. Some medicine for desmopressin. First is the DDAVP, desmopressin acetate. Second is the Stimate. Stimate is used in nasal spray. Third is the Minirin. It gives in the form of tablet to the patient. Fourth is a Noctrum. It also gives the tablet in the form of tablet to the patient. Wall-Willebrand disease are three types. Type second, and type third. Type third is the most severe case in the Wall-Willebrand disease. In this third type, the factor replacement therapy is done. In Ayurveda उपायामध्ये आयुर्वेदामध्ये कोयागुलेशनमध्ये न वापर करता पण जर इंजुरी झाली तर त्या ठिकाणी आपण हे पदार्थ लावले तर ते ब्लिडिंग तिथं स्टॉप होऊ शकतं. त्यामध्ये पहिला त्याज्यात तेल म्हणून इंजुरीच्या ठिकाणी जर आपण त्याज्यात तेल लावले तर तिथं रक्ताचे स्तंभन होऊ शकते. आणि सेकंड इज मोचरस. मोचरस हे मोच, घृत व इतर काही जडीबुटींचे मिश्रण करून बनवले आहे. ते जर आपण इंजुरीच्या ठिकाणी लावले तर तिथे रक्ताचे स्तंभन होते. थर्ड इज तुरटी. तुरटी ही कषाय रसात्मक असल्यामुळे ते तिथे रक्ताचे स्तंभन करते.
Conclusion of this act. Basically, blood clotting is a process which are complex blood clotting. Blood clotting is a complex process which includes extrinsic, intrinsic, and a common pathway together work to stop bleeding, and proper regulation is essential to prevent clotting disorders such as hemophilia and thrombosis.
Thank you so much to all physiology department faculty for giving us this wonderful opportunity to perform this role play in front of you. Thank you.